Right, so we are back with another episode of Unfiltered. I'm Raven.
I'm Amirah.
And we have a special guest with us today.
What's up? I'm VEX.
Man.
Real name Kevin.
Yeah.
But literally everybody knows me as VEX now.
Indeed. And he is a relatively new DJ to the scene.
Yeah.
So this is the second episode in the Meet the DJs at GEN10 series.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get this ball rolling, right? VEX. What's the story behind that?
Well, VEX. First of all, my favorite saying, favorite Trini saying is "Who VEX loves," and it's essentially the same thing as "Don't cry about spilled milk." Like not approaching things with anger. Or like looking back on the past and regretting things and just dwelling in that regret or anger and moving forward with that experience and making some positive out of it and not just dwelling and spiraling.
Right.
Yeah, that's basically where it comes from. Other than that, all my names and every game I play, any music profile or whatever it is, I would have VEX in that name.
Okay.
It's always been there.
It's been with you.
Yeah. For a while.
Traveling name.
So tell us everything you do music-wise. So how did you get started with these things and what influenced the start of your music career?
It started making like just the most basic beats on a tablet with RAVE. And that was like, it was on a rooftop sometime and we just making beats. I was like, oh, this kind of sounds kind of cool. And we're making house beats too. So I was like, this is not enough. Like there needs to be more than just these 5 samples that we could use. So I picked up a little controller off of Amazon. It's like this big. And I plugged it in and learned Serato. Me and Ray are just on that every single day. And that's what kickstarted it. And I developed the passion because I always had the passion for music and just sound in general.
Right.
And then that just snowballed the effect to where it is now.
Right.
But I really, really, really enjoy what I do. Playing music for people, them enjoying it, getting to experience music the way I do. And I also do, I started production maybe 5 months ago?
Right.
But I immediately picked up on it very, very quickly. And I know how I want my songs to sound.
Right.
So I will just create that as best as I could. But, and then, with DJing, it's been, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years that I really started going at it and like doing performances, live sets.
Yeah.
Like a Sotu. It will be in April.
Okay.
That was my first Sotu. That'll be 2 years.
Nice. So would you say that moment or those moments on the rooftop using your samples and stuff, would you say that is the moment that started it all for you?
Not started it entirely. That was probably back in 2010, 11.
Wow.
Yeah, but I just didn't have the means to, I guess, apply myself or to buy the stuff that I needed to actually start music production or just DJing.
Yeah. Like taking it where you actually wanted to go.
The closest I got was in maybe 2014 when I had a laptop, but it can barely run the program, so it wasn't the best. And I only had like my trackpad, so it was bad. So I never continued with it.
Okay.
Until 2023.
Nice.
That's such a long period to
Yeah.
like know.
Yeah.
Just to show
It's
you.
like building.
Yeah. That's when you're really passionate about something.
Yeah.
You have to
Almost
see it
inevitable.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at that time, it was, I kind of had to go into like a real job, advance my career that I didn't really choose, but still liked. So it wasn't my true career path, but
Right.
I figured it out on the way.
Yeah.
So during that space of time, maybe from 2011 till 2023 is when I kind of just regressed into the working world and didn't really know what was going on outside in terms of music or events and that stuff.
Right.
So, what is it about music and sound that drew you to it?
Music in general.
Yeah.
That would be my dad, because of the songs he would play. Like, we would go to trips to Mayaro and all of that stuff, and he would play his records. So it'd be like AC/DC, that kind of old school rock.
Right,
Yeah. Def Leppard, those kinds of guys. And I was like, oh shit, this is sick. Like, that's the first time I really heard like guitar solos. Like Sweet Child of Mine, Guns N' Roses.
Classic.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what is this? So that's when I knew I was like connected to music. He also showed me how drumming actually works, and how you have to use all 4 limbs to control different things and different sounds, and it's not just it's not basic 1-2, it's all over the place. And that impressed me, and that drove me to figure out how things work, especially in music, in life too, but
Yeah. So who would you say, like, I mean, you mentioned some bands there, but who would you say are some of your early influences, or like some of your all-time influences, like solid influence?
I'd say yeah like Linkin Park. that's where it started, like all of those punk rock, like Sum 41, those guys back in the day, like I'm talking 50 years old. Repeat the question again.
Some of your all-time or earliest,
Another early influence in electronic music would be Deadmau5. He's a huge influence on where I am now, and that's basically who I was watching in 2011. I was watching him stream both Minecraft and then music production right after.
Right.
Yeah, he was this quirky guy. He's a fucking asshole, but he knows what he's doing when it comes to music production. Very strict with himself, so he gets his stuff done. That's kind of how I am with my stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I don't take it for granted.
So, like every DJ or person who makes music, they have their particular sound. So tell us the journey of figuring out your sound.
I started off, when I just started off DJing, I knew I liked house and deep house. I knew house could work well in clubs, which is what I wanted to start doing. And eventually it turned into tech house. Now it's more at deep house again, where it was originally, and like minimal sounds. So heavy on the bass lines. Once I can get a funky bass line or a groovy bass line, I'm good. I can work with that and I can build around that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be dark. It can literally be an uplifting sounding sound.
Yeah.
And I could work with that. Even if it has to be dark, I need it to be almost mysterious sounding.
Okay.
Kind of like you're like
yeah.
searching for something, like you're searching for that sound, but then when you hear the song, you're like, that's what I was looking for. You know, it's like a build-up. Yeah, it's nice when it's and rewarding when you find what you need to find and it works out.
Yeah. Yeah. But okay, how would you describe that? So you told us, what you're looking for and what sounds appeal to you. But if you had to, like, without playing your music with somebody, if you had to describe, this is what my sound is gonna do for you, how would you describe that to somebody?
I wanted to have an adventure in your head.
Yeah.
You should be able to close your eyes and see the different parts of that song from start to finish. It can be broken up into 4, into 3s, but you will have a different visual experience for those phases of the song.
Right.
Yeah.
It's an adventure. You like
Correct.
to tell a story with your music.
It's on an emotional level at that
Right.
point, yeah.
It's so interesting to hear so far, like them talk about music
Yeah.
and exactly like describing their sound and what music means to them. Because to me, like from like my perspective, somebody who doesn't do
Yeah.
anything like that, it's so interesting to hear.
I get you.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always enlightening as an artist,
Yes.
us being writers and
Yeah.
talking to artists that have a different art form
Mm-hmm.
and hearing them describe it as like, whoa, like it's a whole different world.
It is very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we were the words and stuff and we could do that, but they're like the intricate, the songs.
Yeah. I feel like you'll get surface level
Yeah.
information just from like hearing the song, whatever. But if you actually dive into the world of music or just production or DJing, it is a very, very deep iceberg of information, like nitty gritty stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. So while I love listening to music, I never had that like spark to dive deep into it
Yeah.
per se. So, I mean, not to say I'm not curious about things, but yeah, it never drove me like that.
Yeah.
So it's cool like hearing the passion in their voice when they're like, yeah, this one is music, and just breaking it down. It's like,
Yeah.
Earlier this year I told Carl, I was like, you know what? I want to try to learn to DJ.
yeah.
So I
same thing.
took his mixer, like he have this small mixer, right? And took it home 4 weeks on end. I'm trying to like figure it out. I downloaded Terrasso and I got so frustrated. Right? I'm like, cause this beat matching thing, and I'm
Right.
like,
Yeah.
that's surface level, right? That's
Yeah.
not even the hard part. I'm like, I just gave it back to him. I'm like,
You're like,
no,
yeah.
thank
You
you,
keep
I'm
that.
good.
Yeah, I think
I-
it stems from need to figure out how things work. So, going back to how my dad was talking about how drums are actually played, I was like, oh, that's how that works. So there's, on top of the surface layer of you hearing those drums, there's way more complicated moving parts below that make up that sound. And once you realize that, you realize it's behind every single thing that is done in life,
Yeah.
for any art form.
Layers.
Especially. Yeah, because same thing with y'all with writing. Y'all could write for hours, I'm sure, at some points.
If you're just in that flow.
Exactly. And once you're in that flow, you can't stop. If that's your passion, you
Yeah.
will not stop.
That's so true, because until I started seriously writing last year, that was the first time I experienced flow.
That flow
And
state.
I would
Yeah,
hear
exactly.
Carl talk about him being so locked into making music for hours,
Yeah.
and I would not
Understand
understand
it,
it
yeah.
until I started
the
seriously
experience,
last year, and
yes.
I'm like, hours would really pass by, and I'm like, that's
The
the time.
ideas,
Like I
yeah.
didn't even time was like flying by so fast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This the other day, I was working on a song, and I started maybe at 8 p.m. And then I was just toiling. Next thing I know, it's 1 a.m. I'm like, what am I still doing here? I mean, it sounds good. I'm getting to where I need to go, and I have a lot to do still, but I need to sleep.
Yeah.
But you don't realize how much time passes when you're really in it.
Yeah. So you recently started producing, you said, right? So now that you've had a taste of both DJing live and producing your own music, which would you prefer? Like if you had to, you know?
I don't think I prefer either one, but I do enjoy the moments I have doing either one.
Yeah.
So let's say I DJing live, I like to get the crowd's reaction to the songs that I selected specifically for that event. and I like to stay on theme. So when I get that good reaction from the crowd, I know I'm doing okay, because sometimes I do doubt myself. So that's a good reaction from like DJing, and just having people come up and tell me how good the set was afterwards. Yeah. With producing, anything I come up with in my head, I am very, very glad to reproduce on Ableton. And once I can get that song perfectly to how it sounds in my head, I can just build on that from there. So it's, once you get that blueprint down, you can just extend that blueprint from there.
Right.
You can just build from there. Yeah, and that's, I don't prefer either, but I do have those amazing experiences for both of them.
Right.
Gotcha. So when you're gonna perform at parties, clubs, whatever, how do you decide what songs to include in your set list?
I go through a lot of songs daily. I'd say maybe at least 100 songs. But like listening through it and making sure those songs can fit. But whatever the theme of the event is, I try to stick to that theme. For example, let's say the theme is jungle. I may go for Afro house, more deep house, or maybe some trance, because it's it's kind of like lost in the jungle. Again, another experience that I would like you to go through.
Yeah.
Actually feel
Like
that, like match the energy of the event with the music, and have your own experience based off of that.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're in the local scene. You had like a taste of a few events and stuff, exposure to some other DJs and so on. So who do you think you'd want to partner with? Like whether it's to play music or to make music?
Okay. I would like to do a back-to-back with CK. Yes. Chris Kribolani. He's been on the scene for a while, like years. And whenever he plays, he has a nostalgic feel to his house music. And that's where I am right now. I'm rediscovering the lesser known tunes, maybe from the late 2000s, early 2010s.
Okay.
And there were some gems in those years. It's just that people don't play that these days. Obviously,
play more recent stuff.
Yeah, the sound has shifted, but there are some timeless ones that I find. But yeah, CK for sure. I like that vibe. I would love to do a back-to-back with him. In terms of collaborating with making music, well, I could only rely on my boy Trill. So big up Trill Face. Because from the moment I stepped inside Trill House and we started to work on Ableton, my boy was showing me the ropes. He was explaining every single thing. He knew what the fuck he was talking about. So I said, yep, working with you for sure. And I had full confidence. He would just walk me through what this does on Ableton, and I would just figure it out from there too. That's the best part. He doesn't hog it or tell you or try to control what you're doing. And then at the same time too, he would listen to what I'm saying or what I would suggest. He'd be like, oh shit, that's a good thing. And then, so like if I make a bass line or just a melody in general, he would comment like, oh, that's funky. You have that funk soul inside of you, and that's from my dad. With the songs he would play. Big Earth, Wind and Fire fan. Yeah. So he was in that funk phase. He had the afro and everything back in the day. But yeah, I have no doubts when it comes to working on music with Trill. And we're making some heat. I didn't expect it to sound this good, but we are here and we're coming with some shit.
Hell yeah.
I'm
looking forward to that.
Yeah. Hello, girls. Sneak peeking somewhere, boy.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, the preview of the first song I'm going to drop is out on my Instagram page. So you can check the drop there. But I won't be releasing it for a while, so you'll just have to stay tuned and find out when that's happening.
Okay, y'all gotta stay tuned for lots of things, boy.
yeah.
So, give us, if it's one artist or song that you're currently hooked on. This could be locally or internationally.
Okay, well, the song I'm hooked on for sure is Positive by Jamback. Jesus Christ, bro, that song has been unreleased for months. And big fellas like Chris Stussy playing them in events, and every single time that song plays, it's the same reaction when that drop happens. Oh my god. Just shock and screaming, and it's too good. That is the kind of music, that's how I want my music to sound. Not the same obviously, but similar. And that's what I'm working towards, because that sound is so unique. So definitely check that out. Jamback, Positive.
Okay.
It's real good.
Got you. We'll like link it on the
Yeah.
the feed
I want
and
to
stuff.
listen to that right now. I'll remember that to play it to listen to that later.
Later,
I feel like
yeah.
I haven't listened or like, you know that you go through periods where you keep finding really good music to
Yeah.
listen to, and I'm going through a kind of slow phase with that
I
right
know
now.
what you mean.
Yeah, I feel like there
Nothing
isn't
really
anything.
hitting, yeah.
Yeah, and nothing's really hitting.
So we'll see. This might be it.
This might change it.
Yeah.
There's also Hot Since 82. That's the artist I've been hooked on recently, international artist. But that's the style I've been locked into recently. That's the early 2010s sound.
Okay.
And it's like,
Retro.
it's a lot, the tech house now, it's a lot less violent than the tech house now. Hot Since 82 has more nostalgic feel to his tech house. So it's a lot softer and melodic. So
Okay.
it's a lot easier to listen to. Music you can just rock back and listen to and lounge and enjoy yourself. Again, go on a journey.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you shared some local artists that you would, be interested in collaborating with. But what would you say your dream collab is? So there's no limitations on this. There is, no restrictions. So
Oh,
dream
yeah.
collab.
Dream collab easy with Mochak. 100% Mochak. Brazilian DJ, incredible. That man blesses every beat he touches. It is crazy. I don't think I've ever heard sound production as crazy as him. I mean, there is Pharrell. Pharrell is a god, but Mochak is just different. That he has drums in places you never thought drums could be, and sounds that's, I don't know, it just have you losing your mind every single time I hear a song. Like, he literally dropped a song the other day called Hyper Silent. It's a remix of a song, but again, unreleased for months, and he would just tease it by playing it in live sets. Nobody knows the song, nobody knows the name, and then he finally dropped it. Bro, I play that song almost every day. It's too good.
True
But
addictive.
Mochak is dream collab, 100%.
Hell yeah.
So, in your music career so far, what has been your proudest moment?
Discovering that I actually had so much potential practically, because I knew I had it theoretically. I understood sound and to an extent sound design, even though I never did like a course for it at the time.
Just natural.
Correct, yeah, just natural hearing. I can count the beats. I can hear if there's a 16 beat loop, then I can hear that. Like, if it's playing on the radio, there are 4 notes, and there's 1 note per bar. And once those 4 notes play, it's the same thing on repeat until maybe the chorus comes and it's something different. But once you learn to understand the phases of music, it's so easy. If you listen with your ear, that's how you're supposed to be DJing in the first place.
Yeah.
That's how it started. You just use your ears, because there was no screen back then. It was just vinyls and your ears. and you have to struggle and fight for your life to even hear what you're mixing. But yeah, once you pick it up with your ear, and you can do that with your ears, putting that into effect is so easy. Don't mean to brag, but yeah, it's just that I picked up in it quick, but I never had the tools growing up to actually put it in effect.
Right.
Yeah, those things are expensive.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that would kind of blends into my next question, which is, as an artist, so specifically musical artist in Trinidad, have you faced any challenges like trying to get into the music scene?
First of all, if I owe anybody anything, it's Carrie, because she put me onto the scene. Carrie and Kyle, curators of SOTU, and yes, they made it easy to get into a SOTU and just to be a little more known out there. But the real restrictions were me thinking I wasn't good enough yet.
Right.
I mean, I knew I wasn't. I knew I could pull it off, but I didn't think I was up to par with the DJs that were actually there already.
Right.
So that was the challenge, was hoping that you're good enough to be on the level as the others. That's like the main challenge. But once you go through all of that and actually put effort into it, and your heart and your soul, you realize you fit right in, and you are in the place you want to be. You get the love from all angles, and I mean, I couldn't ask for anything else for where I am right now.
Yeah.
Because the love from the community on that scene is incredible. It's crazy.
I love that you said putting your heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
Because that is a step.
Yeah.
Because like you can't chase after these things without your heart being in it. Because pointless.
Then what are you really doing it for at that point? Yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's hard, like for me, like I think all my life I was a very shy, introverted person, and like stepping out and coming into, like, just starting to go to these type of events and things. And like you saying, the amount of love that is present there, just as a person being in it, like just community, and just is a lot of love. Yeah. A lot of love. And it's unlike any other
I've ever really experienced.
Yeah, exactly. Because
it's different.
It was Ray again that took me to my first SOTU. I was in 2023. That's to tell you how long I have not been on the scene or knowing anything about what's going on. But that first SOTU, I realized nobody cares how you look, how you're dancing, what you're doing.
Yeah,
everybody's there to enjoy themselves and not mind other people's business. And I was like, okay, this is the place I want to be, and I can enjoy the music. Yeah. Where else would I rather be?
Yep.
So, are you interested in any other forms of art?
Yeah. I do a little drawing here and there. I have almost my entire wall in my room is full of drawings. Whether it be things I like to see or things I just came up with in general. A lot of them, I tell people, you can look at this wall, you could choose one of them, you could get a tattoo from it, that kind of thing. But again, it's more expressing what I experience and like putting it onto a platform, a medium.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned tattoos, so you do tattoos
as
well.
Yes, I also do tattoos. I don't really advertise it. I don't have time to do that full time. So if it is that you hear I do it, yes, I do. You can get it if you want, but up to you. I do some small ones. I do what I like. I kind of have a sketchy finish to how the tattoos look, and then I did some of these too, so this is like the style I like to do. Yeah. Just a little patchwork.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so we're talking inspiration now, right? Who would you say your biggest inspirations are music-wise?
Yeah.
And you could give local and international.
Okay. Well, again, Deadmau5 for
Right.
sure, and Mocha.
The OGs.
Yeah. Chris Lake though. Chris Lake has been in top 5 for the past year now. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he recently started streaming too, so he shows what he does on Ableton.
Right.
And oh
So you
my
could
god,
learn.
it's incredible. I learned so much from those streams, and the streams are like 6 hours long, so it's just
Damn.
yeah.
It's a lot of information.
Exactly. Again, you lose track of time just like them, because
Right.
you're just
The
editing
same
until
thing.
you get to where you want to be. And that's the drive. Once you are curating a sound and you're getting where you want it to sound, that motivates you to actually push it to get it 100% to how you really, really want it to sound.
Right.
Because there's no way I'm putting something out that I'm unsure about.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's like tattoos. It's going to be on your skin forever. You need to be sure about it. If you're going to release a song, that's out there forever. You can't just take it off and edit it and repost it. Nah.
Right. Remastered.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, you know what I mean. Yeah. But yeah, those three, top 3 right now in terms of international.
And local.
Inspiration. The local inspiration here from day 1 of SO2, or finding out about SO2. First 2 inspirations, Kyle and Carrie, 100%, because they both DJ and they both can curate events, and amazing events. Kyle has a radio show in Berlin, and Carrie curates everything down in Trinidad while recruiting other people. So mad props to them, and they are providing the community work that I don't think many people can do. Another huge influence is the first time I went to SO2 again, Joe Ming was playing.
Big up Joe Ming,
Big up Joe
bro.
Ming, dog. Because I'm in the middle of the dance, I'm hearing him transition into 2 different songs. I'm like, how do you even do that? That's the point I reached. That's where I was at that time. At my first SO2, I did not even know how to blend a song together.
Yeah. Joe Ming is one of my favorite
so
DJs.
Joe Ming is a huge influence on my career right now.
Yeah.
But that is a lot of growth
Yeah.
for a short space of time.
From
Which
not
is-
knowing anything.
Yeah,
Correct.
that is a very short space
That's
of
why
time.
I'm so surprised. But if it is that I really like something and I really want to dive deep into something, I will make the time for it. And I will put everything into it just to make sure I know what's going on here and I know what I can do with this. Because this is what I want to do. That's the drive.
Yeah. I think a path, like somehow, if it's years later, you'll always end up leading back to what you're truly passionate about.
Yeah,
even
I
though
believe that as well.
It might take some time, but somehow
You always end up where you're supposed to end up.
Yeah.
That's why I believe that you can never truly be lost. Because, I mean, he mentioned there being a period where he was in the corporate world and he wasn't studying music at all. But then eventually you land back right where you had once
Yep.
to
Yeah.
actually be.
No matter
And
what.
that's reassuring.
Yeah.
That's reassuring. Sometimes you had to do what you had to do, you know, you're in a space that you know is not where you really want to be, but you have to be there for a while for whatever reason. But
Sometimes your road might be a little longer
long and
to
winding.
reach your destination, but fear not, you will arrive at your destination.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you see VEX in the next 5 years? I mean, you've already done so much growth in a short space of
Yeah.
time. Tell us.
Well then, if it is I continue at this pace, I want to be playing outside of Trinidad.
Okay.
So I
Going
would
international.
start. Correct. I would start with going up the Caribbean because I do want to go to St. Lucia and to Martinique to play. Those some hotspots for the dance scene.
Yeah.
And then I definitely want to go to Europe to play at some point when I make it.
Yeah.
Because Europe, especially Amsterdam, because I was seeing clips from ADE this year, which is Amsterdam dance event.
Okay.
And
I didn't know of it.
yeah. And there was huge DJs there, but they didn't just play generic music. It was like unreleased music. That's the sets. Those are the sets that hit the hardest. And then I want to be producing my own songs so that I can play my own songs at events, along with other people's songs, but still having unreleased songs to play for people, and they've never heard it before, but it sounds great.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that's the reward I'm looking for. I just want you to like experience my music. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up you. Big up you. Okay, so I mean, you've expressed, enjoying people enjoying your music,
right?
Yeah. So how would you want your fans to support you? So aside from like, I imagine listening to your mixes and stuff.
Yeah. I would just say come to my gigs. I like to see faces that I know. And then I like to see the reaction from the crowd. For sure, 100%.
In that vein.
Yeah. Because you're coming to an event for a reason. You're coming to have a good time. And I want to make sure that you have a great experience during that event. So that it's memorable. You wouldn't just remember me or the event. You remember everything about that. You remember the experience, how you felt, exactly. And then you just want to come back for more. You want to experience that again. And I will provide every time you come back. Yeah. On top of that, you can just come up to me and have a conversation with me. The person that is very close to me right now, just because they had a conversation with me, is Rustan. Big up you, Rustan. Because after my Halloween set, this is last year, 2024, I played a song called Relax Shiva by Red Axes, and it's a very hypnotic, almost ritualistic song. And it's like a prayer in between, a chant in between. Rustin said he heard that song and he went to a different realm. I said, aha, somebody who finally adapts to my music and gets my music. And he told me that I understand how music works, and I think he was the first person to tell me that, and I immediately understood that he also understood music and he was on the same wavelength I was.
Right.
And we stood up in the middle of a sotu, yapping, just talking about music and where we can go and in life, and how I should keep it up because this is the experience he's been looking for. I said, Rastan, you are going to be a very good friend of mine because you give very good advice at the same time too. So thanks, Rastan.
I feel like we need to big up Suzu because the amount of things that has happened in Suzu, the amount of bonds we have formed.
Because that's where I met you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember the first time like a year, Carl was telling me, come to Sotu. And I'm like, they don't play music with lyrics. How can I enjoy that, right? Said that.
Big mistake.
I went to Sotu in the end of 2021. And I have never looked back since.
Yeah.
I cannot go out and hear soca or reggae or anything else.
After that experience. Yeah.
And just the community and the love and everything is really amazing.
Yeah. Because I don't think you could really explain with words the atmosphere and the energy that is created when everybody is just dancing. Yeah. And just free and like no judgment in the space.
Yeah.
It's just literally just freedom.
Everybody could just be.
Everybody on the same page. Yeah.
At least for a few hours, you could forget all your worries, all your everything, and just dance and be free and be you. And it's really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top tier experience for sure.
So give us at least one song recommendation. I know he
gave us a few, but
like
leave us with one.
Just
And I definitely leave you with the with Mochak's Hyper Silent.
Okay.
Hyper Silent is incredible. Definitely take that in. I believe there's a music video for it with Mochak skating. It fits the skateboarding aesthetic perfectly.
Okay.
When you hear it, you'll understand what I mean.
I think I listened to one of his sets already. I think he was in Spain, like in the middle of the square or something like that.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That was a really good set.
Yeah, that's incredible. And he'd be all over the place. He was in Brazil the other day too. His hometown. So you know he had to pop off. But yeah, he always has real good highlights from his sets. And if you go to a Mochak set, it's not your typical house set. It is all over the place, but it's still cohesive.
Right.
You just have to listen to a set to understand what I'm talking about. It is incredible what he does.
Yeah, I like that.
Alright, so tell us about GEN10 and what it means to you.
Well, GEN10 was a great idea from the jump. When Carl told me that we were starting a radio show, I was immediately on board because I want to get my sound on the radio waves or just out there. So I immediately jumped on board with that, as well as the most important part right now is building a relationship with lesser known DJs just to get them on the scene too and guide them in the right direction.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of DJs just doing it for no real reason, and they get stuck in that trap. There's no real passion behind it.
Right.
And I like to see people move forward. I don't like to see people stuck, which is the whole premise behind who VEX loves. To move forward.
Yeah. Right. So GEN10 is sort of like an avenue for other DJs to move forward.
Correct.
In that way.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. I think I see for like the future of GEN10. We're talking about the future of VEX, but like the future of GEN10, it feels bright.
It really does.
Yeah. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Add that to the list.
Yeah. But even with us and this podcast, our goal, I would say, is the same. If you think about our mission and our aim, there's that community aspect and like wanting to help people move forward, even though it's in a different area of like, coming to understand yourself better, growing into your authenticity and living in your soul's purpose. Similar. Like this is specific to music. If your purpose is music, we're helping you move forward. But
I think with people, but with creatives, like everybody has sort of the same goal, but just like then a different variations of it. So that's really like interesting.
Moving together.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's really beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to experience all of this, and I feel like only like the past 2 years I'm now tapping into my creativity, and it's like there's different parts of my brain is just opening up. It's a wild ride.
I'm excited.
Yeah, once you get that ball rolling, that
it
creativity
just doesn't stop. It
doesn't stop,
especially with if you're working with other people, because you can have your own ideas, but if somebody else is going to give their little input, you can bounce your ideas off of that. And not necessarily take their ideas, but literally incorporate it into yours. It's literally a collab. And when you experience that, you just have way more inspiration to continue making music. That's what happened to me and Trillface.
Yeah, there's only and we said this, right? There's only so far that you can get on your own. Like you could do all the inner work by yourself and you'll get to a certain point, but then at some point it's like you need community.
Yeah.
And that's why we would have connected, because we're
Yeah.
doing the inner work by ourselves, but then it's like where to really go from here.
Yeah.
And here we
I
are.
think when we had that meeting a while ago and we were just like bouncing ideas off each other,
Yeah.
that was actually the first time I feel like I bounced off ideas with somebody like that to kind of like create something.
Yeah.
And it felt not weird, but it felt so new.
Yeah, I know
And
what you mean.
yeah, because I'm a person, I don't really like to work with other people.
Valid.
Bad experiences.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm an only child. I grew up by myself.
Right.
Everything is by
Yourself.
myself. So having to learn to work with somebody else and
Yeah.
other people, it's really been a journey.
Yeah.
But I love it.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's been good. So, what advice would you give to aspiring DJs that's passionate about, or just anybody passionate about creating sounds in general?
Okay. I would say don't do it just for the attention, just to be seen. Literally put your heart in it and dive deep into the sound that you're trying to curate. Stuff like bangers. Bangers are cool, but bangers for the entire set. Your set needs to breathe. You need to actually find structure in the set and tell a story with it, and don't. It's not just for the hype.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really just need to find stuff that speaks to your soul and express that to other people. Show them what you are hearing or what you hear when you hear sounds.
Yeah.
Because you can manipulate the sound to how you want it. You literally have a deck that can do that. And if you know how you want your sound to sound, share it with other people, especially if you enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is more of a general thing, not just for aspiring DJs or musicians, but if you could leave one message with your listeners in general, I want to say maybe do two, like do one for your fans, like a message for your fans, and then just a message for anybody listening to this podcast in general.
Okay. Message to the fans. First, thank you for listening. If it is that you come out to my sets or you listen to my streams, I don't ask anything of y'all except your support, and that I hope you enjoy my music and it takes you where it needs to take you. For anyone maybe trying to become a DJ, or just going through life in general, just remember it's not a race. Everything will take time, and things that take longer will be better over time. Slow and steady, first of all, yeah. Definitely always remain humble. You are not better than anybody. Do not let ego take control of your career, and don't get too comfortable. Do not get lazy.
Settle, yeah.
If you get comfortable, that's when your career dies, and complacency is a killer. If you think you're good enough,
Right.
you're
you
wrong.
Have nothing else to learn.
You are wrong.
Yeah.
I learn something every single day. I never ever think I am the best out here. I'm way far from that. I have a lot of work to do. But I take things with grains of salt. And I take whatever comes to me and I work with it. But I don't give up.
Yeah.
And well, my last message is who VEX loves.
Yeah, man. Boop, 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 boop. Don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
great.
This
Yeah.
is great. Yeah.
Thank you for gracing us with
Of
your
course,
presence.
no problem at all.
For sharing your innards with us.
You're free to help me back whenever you want.
Eh,
I might learn some new things over however long it is. But
Yeah.
we'll come back with some
Some
good
updates.
stories. Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably, this is season 1 of Unfiltered we're currently doing. So maybe on season 2 or later down the road, we could re-invite the DJs of GEN10 to get a little update interview. Yeah?
Yeah.
See,
I feel like give them some time, like 3 months or something.
Yeah.
Let it cook a little bit.
Yeah. Let me grow a little bit.
Yeah.
hopefully we could hear that song you've been cooking.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
When it coming, boy?
Don't worry about that.
It's
Look out for the
like-
updates.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Sometimes I feel like it's hard to stay patient when, you're in the studio and you hear little clips of it. And it's like, okay, so what's next? What's next?
Good.
I get
Good. I got y'all where I want y'all.
Yeah.
Honestly, that message that you gave is like I needed to hear that as well. Just as an artist in my own field, on my own journey, it's like no need to rush.
Yeah.
Just relax, chill out.
Sometimes you really need to, like, you posted something to your Instagram, I think I remember sometime last week, and I resonated with that so much. I can't remember.
For me?
What? No,
Oh.
Rayvon. Yeah. I think it was the post you did yesterday. The post you wrote on your blog.
Yeah.
I read it and I was like, I didn't even message you about it. I was like, I felt that, and it's really good to like read other people's stuff, because you get inspired
by
so much.
That's why I
And
felt reading
sometimes
your blog today.
it's exactly what you need to hear when you don't want to hear it,
but it's like, damn, there it is.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you don't want to hear it, probably means you need to hear it.
to listen. To listen.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's a pleasure.
Yeah,
It was great being here. I had a great time, man.
it was great.
Glad to share with y'all. I'm always open to talk about anything too.
Yeah,
so.
man. Another yapper here.
Yeah, literally, give me a chance of yap here.
Sport. Maybe we should do a
We should
competition.
really do it. Like,
You get Rustan here, you'll have a 5-hour-long podcast.
Stay tuned, 5-hour-long podcast. You never know.
Add to the stay tuned list.
wow.
Will GEN10 even allow that?
5 hours. They have like a special day.
Yeah.
And give all the listeners like a warning beforehand. Say, hey, nah, on this day, 5 hours of just straight talking.
But yeah, no. I don't know.
Yeah. That's the real talking. Not that we can't do it, but I probably wouldn't listen to something for 5 hours.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So, yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Next week.
Stay tuned.
It'll be December next week. We
Yeah.
have some fun stuff coming.
Yeah,
So, yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.